rise, because we all have a choice. We have a choice to live, or we have a choice to live but walk around as zombies. You see, dreams, they come with nightmares. They come with unforeseen things that we cannot stop or control. The only thing us human beings can control is how we react to every trial and tribulation that comes in our life. We were born to be legendary. We were born to be great. We were born to stand on mountains with giants and show the world our gifts. But some of us, we fall asleep and we stay asleep. We forget why we started this. We forget to ride for our people. I remember days when I couldn't see my children. I remember days when I couldn't feed my children. But I knew this dream was the only way that I'll ever reconnect with them. This dream was the only way I can truly make it. And when I made it, I realized, what do you do when you climb to the top of the mountain and there's nobody else around? The human soul yearns for something bigger. And what I realized is, you gotta find a bigger mountain. You gotta find a bigger mountain to climb. Because life without the climb is worthless. Life without living in the truth and your realness is useless. Not being who you were born to be is useless. But we gotta remember why we started. Remember why we grind. Remember why we go to work every single day. We can't stop now. When I got that phone call on Christmas Day, 11 days before my son was born, that my father has been murdered and left for dead, I was lost. Every piece of motivation I have given to the world feels like it was for nothing. I buried my mother and now my father is murdered, but life asked me a question. He asked me, how will you respond? And I replied, I'm gonna give life everything I got. Because I realized life is only for a moment. And God told me that you're just getting started. You have everything inside of you to become the greatest version that you want to be. You see, this thing we call our dream is one of the hardest things to obtain because we're chasing it every single day, even waking up knowing that some days we might not even be paid for it. But the question is, what are you gonna do when it's game time? Yeah, life didn't knock you down. Life didn't beat you up, but what are you gonna do when it's time to get back up? You see, in boxing, ladies and gentlemen, they'll count to 10. They give you 10 seconds to raise up on your feet and show that you still got what it takes to continue to fight. And that's just like a dream. Most successful people, it took 10 years to get to where they wanted to go. This life will eat you up if you don't continue to fight for what you believe in.
It's hard, ladies and
And what
gentlemen.
I tell you today is,
It's hard living
we were
your
born
dream.
to be great.
It's hard changing your life. Once you've been knocked out by life, it's hard to pull yourself together and go back again.
You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to have a lot of failures. You're going to have a lot of struggles. You're going to feel dumb and ask questions and don't know what to do or where to go. You got to know why you're out here, because you're going to get your butt kicked. When the storms of life come, and they're going to come, when life pounces on you, and that's going to happen, When it catches you on the blind side and drop you to your knees, and that's going to happen. When your plans don't work out, and that's going to happen. When you start running out of money, and that's going to happen. When you want to give up, and that's going to happen. Your reasons will be your rod and staff to comfort you. Your reasons will be your bridge over troubled waters. But you got to know why you're there, because your reasons, when life drops you to your knees, your reasons will help you get back up. Times I wanted to give up. Why are you here, Les? Because I want to make mama proud of me. Why are you here, Les? I promised my kids I'm going to do for them. I'm going to give them a better life. I want to leave them a legacy. I'm not going to give up. Go back, fool, go back. No.
I refuse to give up on my dream. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. Sometimes you have to back up and go within and pray and meditate and recharge your batteries. Go away, clear your head, and then come back and look at it from a different vantage point. Don't operate while you're under the spell or the effect of what's going on.
See, we can't control the thoughts that come in our minds, but we can control the thoughts that we dwell on. So your thoughts have magnetism, and the most challenging thing is to discipline your thinking, behold the vision of what it is that you want.
Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotion. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you.
You get up every fucking day, you look in the mirror, you tell that mirror, I'm a bad motherfucker. And one way or another, I'm gonna make it fucking happen today.
This is a test. This is the day I'm gonna find out if my goals really are my goals. I'm talking about looking yourself in the mirror, looking yourself in the eye, and saying, I'm gonna fucking dominate today better than any other day.
You're gonna get up, you're gonna get dressed, you're gonna get out, and you're gonna do what you've been called to do. You're gonna be what you called to be, and you're gonna prove to everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to stop you, everybody that tried to kill your dream, you're gonna prove all of them wrong.
I'm gonna show them all they're wrong because I'm the champion. I'm gonna prove I'm the greatest. I'm gonna prove to you I'm the greatest. I'm gonna prove to the world I'm the greatest. There'll never be one like me.
Our character is defined by the choices we make on a moment-to-moment basis. It all adds up to the win. You might not win it today, but your efforts done today, even the failure felt today, are all measures that create the moment later. And if you got knocked down, found it difficult to get back up, try that same endeavor, then you find yourself victorious in that endeavor, that's the sweetest victory of all. That builds a confidence that's unbreakable.
And you've come too far to only come this far. So you fight if you have to. You crawl if you have to. You scrap if you have to. You do whatever it takes, because on the other side of that pain is your promise. So you get through, you'll get through, so you can get your reward.
If you live long enough, a lot of stuff will come against you.
Somebody in your family gonna die. Somebody in here gonna get fired. Somebody here gonna get an eviction notice. Somebody gonna get laid off. Somebody company gonna close. Somebody you love gonna break up with you. That's life. But what you gonna do about it though?
There's some things down in you haven't even discovered yet. Your wisdom is going to be made from the elixir of your pain.
You don't know what you've got until all hell breaks loose. You don't know what you can take until the pressure is applied to your life. You don't know what you can endure until people stab you in the back and walk away from you. You don't know how much courage you have until you've been under fire and under struggle and under tribulation. You can't learn what's in you sitting back in a lazy boy chair hitting the remote control watching HBO and Cinemax. But when all hell breaks loose,
When you say, I can't take this, I can't handle this, I don't want any more, this is driving me crazy, you are saying I don't want to go any higher. Because moving forward and moving up means more problems.
Right now, you're being tried. You're being forged. You're being tested by fire and by pain.
If you don't let it break you, if you don't let it destroy you, if you don't wimp out and let it beat you down, if you refuse to be intimidated and learn how to manage the stress on the next level, then doors swing open.
When crises strike in your life, and in the Chinese language, crises mean danger, but it also means opportunity.
You have the opportunity to show the world what you are really made of.
You've got to learn how to become resourceful. You've got to learn how to become creative.
That's the test. Don't fail the test. Don't give in. Don't quit. Don't ever quit. Fight on.
You either are going to be emotional or rational. You will lose the fight if you get too angry. Because when you're emotional, you're not rational.
You have to decide that you are going to be in control, that you are going to do what you want to do.
Make a declaration to yourself. Declare all out war that you're going to get out of this rut.
You are declaring martial law on your mind. Mind control.
Quit waking up thinking you ain't got no say-so in your life. You have a choice in this matter. You can't stop what happened to you, but you can doggone sure do something about what happened to you. Life is 10% what happened to you, is 90% what you do about it.
The most powerful tool that you have right now in your life is your mind. That's why the enemy fights you in your mind with stress, with worry, with aggravation, with low self-esteem, with pettiness, with anger, with hostility, with rebellion. And he can make you physically sick because your mind is sick. So you don't have to get out of trouble. You just have to get your mind out of trouble. There's going to be blessings. There's going to be miracles. There's going to be opportunities. Oh, yes, there's going to be some struggles. It's going to be some challenges. It's going to be some tests. But even the struggles are an opportunity for me to show off the victory if my mind can handle the change. You got what it takes. You may not like what you're going through. You may be stressed and overwhelmed. You may not be comfortable with your situation, but stop the next devil that tries to tell you you don't have what it takes. I may have some black eyes and some bruises. I may even lost some teeth, but I'm still here. I didn't give in. I didn't back up. I didn't faint. I didn't collapse. I didn't run even when I wanted to. If you can get your mind out, you can get your money out. You can get your family out. You can get your job out. You can get your career out. You can get your health out. You can get your prosperity out. If you can get your mind out, no devil in hell, no weapon formed against you, no enemy that hates you can stop you from being free. If you can get your mind out, grab yourself by the hand and say, we're coming out of here.